Hello everybody, I'm here to showcase my up-and-coming mod. Currently I'm working under the name Omnimancy, but I think it's going to be changed to Runic Arcana. So if you've noticed in the past, I've been posting to Reddit a little bit, and I wanted to give you a quick demonstration of some of the things that it can do right now. So the idea behind it is to have a graphical programming interface for enchantments. You might look at something similar to Psi, right? But this isn't really a copy or rip-off of Psi. Graphical programming interfaces um, are pretty common, and you can also see it in something like Pneumatikraft drones. However, my mod is going to be differing because it will be an actual enchantment that you apply to a tool. So anything that can be enchanted can get one of my enchantments. So with that background, let's go ahead and just demonstrate. So first of all, you can take your starting block here, right? And all we're going to do is just make, whenever you mine a block, right, it'll just mine an extra block that's next to it. So we can go ahead and take this is the so far unnamed block breaking rune, and we can put it down, and let's see what it needs as inputs. So to break a block, it needs a signal to break, it needs a block position, and it looks like that's it. So let's give it a breaking signal. Let's make it break on whenever we break a block, all right? And then we need to actually get it a block to look at, or a block position to break. So we can just go ahead and grab this projection rune. I haven't found a better name for it yet, but basically it takes a given block position and a given like a reference angle, and it can return the block that is closest to it, whether it is up, down, left, right, forward, or backward. Basically, it's a way to traverse the Minecraft space. So let's take a look at our outputs for our start block. We have right-clicked, sneak right-clicked, player entity, and initial block broken. So this projection block, we'll go ahead and give it the reference position of the initial block. That way it knows where it's starting from, right? And then we'll go ahead and let's break the block up. So we'll go ahead and break whatever's above the initial block. So you can see initial block, whatever's above it gets broken. However, this projection thing also needs a reference angle, right? Because, for example, if I look down, this top block here, that would be up. Whereas if I was like over here, if I broke this block would be up. So we need to give it some sort of reference angle, and we can do that with the sight rune, right? So the sight rune takes as an input an entity, and we can grab that from the start block. And it gives a few different things. It can give the ray traced block, whatever the player is looking at. It can give the player's look vector, and it can give the player's look angle. These outputs and inputs will be expanded later, but this is what I currently have. So we'll go ahead and give the look angle to the reference angle, and we can start. So the idea for enchanting is the idea for enchanting is you go ahead and you put your tool or whatever you want to enchant on this starting block, and you hit it with an infusion stone. After that, there will be some sort of enchantment process with particles and a bunch of cool stuff that I haven't really worked out to. And it will take some sort of level cost and maybe some sort of sacrificed items. So anyway, right now all you have to do is right click and it becomes enchanted. And you have your enchantment. This enchantment is incompatible with any other enchantments. So you can't also put like fortune on it or any other mods enchants. But if you look, it now breaks whatever block is above it. And since we gave it the reference vector or the reference angle, it will also break like whatever block is above it compared to where we are looking. And that's pretty cool. This works in a very similar way to Tinker's Constructs block breaking, I think. But now, if we take a look over here, I actually enchanted this diamond pickaxe here with this setup. And as you can see, it's quite a bit bigger. This section over here deals with switching modes. These are names for the different modes. and this over here is my block breaking setup. So if we take a look, what's cool about this one, let me get over here, is that you can actually sneak right click, and you might have seen this on my post on Reddit. You can actually sneak right click to go between AoE modes and diamond pickaxe modes, right? So in the diamond pickaxe, it just mines like normal, and in the AoE, it will actually mine a 3x3. Now, the cool thing about this is I didn't program that. Instead, it's taken complete care of, like, from the user's end. So this system right here is what does that functionality, whereas my mod just allows the users to create that functionality. Anyway, that's been a quick demonstration. Sorry if I rushed the beginning of the video. I would also like to talk about these paper scraps, how variables and constants are working in this mod right now. If you want a constant, right, we have these little tic-tac-toe number signs, right? Everybody's calling them tic-tac-toes in the last Reddit post. But they can hold items, and specifically they can hold paper scraps. If you right-click on the paper scrap, you can give it like a variable value, right? So these are the names, AoE mode and diamond pickaxe, and these ones over here actually hold number values. You can just type in them, right? Whatever you want, and the mod will try to parse it. If it isn't able to parse it, like if you try to use, like, if you tried to spell out like 2, that wouldn't work, and it would just return 0 instead of 2. But anyway, that's how we input constants into our system. As well, I know there's a lot of a lot of floating tags and stuff here, but these constant runes can also take input to set different variables. So how the mode switching works is actually this constant right here switches between a 0 and a 1, and then it's run through these runes here, which are comparators, and depending on whether it's a 0 or a 1, the name gets set accordingly, and the AoE mode is activated or not whenever you break a block. Okay, I'll cut this video off. I know I'm already running a little long, so sorry about that. At this point, basically what this means is I've set up like a pretty good back end. As well, whenever you break blocks and things of that nature, whenever you're actually performing actions, it gets scheduled across multiple ticks, so you're not lagging out the entire server by trying to mine a huge area. So that's what this update really means. We have the back end in place, and we're making meaningful content at this point. So I'm open to suggestions about any runes that you would like to see added. For example, like, there might be a rune that adds a fire effect to a block, or a rune that spawns water, or a rune that spawns dirt, or something of that nature, and, you know, balanced mana costs accordingly. I'm obviously more than open to suggestions, as, you know, I'm in the content creation phase of the mod after I have the back end done. So expect better textures to come. Anyway, that's it from me. Thanks for watching, guys. If you're interested, you know, like, subscribe or something. I'll be trying to post update videos, and I'm not exactly sure when I'm going to release this mod. I'm working on it in my free time, so don't expect it anytime soon. But I'm having a lot of fun with it, so yeah, this is my first mod also. Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, even though I said it 1,000 times. I'll see you guys on the subreddit.